Hello, dear viewers. Thank you so much for joining me today. Today, we're doing a daily pick a card with these plain river pebbles, because even in plain packages, beauty lies. So choose the pebble that is calling to you, that your intuition would have you choose. And we will go right ahead. All right, for those of you who chose this one with the little stripe across the top, let's see what your reading is. And I'll put the timestamps in the description box so you can find your stone. The 9 of Cups, the 7 of Coins reversed, and the 9 of Wands. Oh my, okay. I feel like this is pretty obvious. This is not major arcana. So this might be sort of a bit business as usual kind of day. However, what I am seeing here is you may have felt in the past, you may have gone through some things that make you a little guarded about even asking yourself what the desires of your heart are, your wish. What is your wish? Sometimes we have some bad times and we don't even dare ask ourselves anymore what it is we want. You know, we start to feel like, man, if I just get through, that's good enough. Well, guess what? It's not good enough. So the 7 of Coins is sort of like the harvest is rich, but the worker's not satisfied, or there's worries, or there's just dissatisfaction. So, you know, perhaps this worker works hard and he doesn't take home much of his harvest. So it's reversed because, in other words, it's really kind of time for that to be done. It's kind of time for that to be done. I see you encouraged to really identify what you want at this point in your life and envision it, maybe even write it down. Sometimes, you know, this is where Spirit wants to get us. We have so many loved ones on the other side, and you guys, you have no idea how infinitely valuable and precious the bit of divinity is within each of us, how valuable each of us are. We cannot understand it, and I feel like that's what I hear from the other side a lot. That's one of the main difficulties, complaints, if you will, is that we treat each other like we don't understand, and we treat ourselves like we don't understand how incredibly important we are. You know, we are a piece of the divinity, so of the divine, of spirits. So they're always trying to get us to see ourselves that way and to believe, you know, that things can be better. And they're always trying to get us to overcome feeling guarded, feeling like, oh man, I just want to survive, and actually envision what it is we absolutely would love to have. So that's, I think, what your guides are telling you today, to spend some time envisioning that and believing that no matter what you've been through, no matter what things are looking like now, they want to bring you to the desires of your heart. So they're going to help lead you in that direction. Okay, so for those of you who chose this stone with the interesting markings on it, we have the Queen of Wands reversed, we have the 8 of Wands, and we have the 2 of Wands reversed. So reversals in the deck today. So quite busy. Look at all those wands. There may be some, you're just busy. There's a lot of goals. There's a lot of things that are on your mind, perhaps. But the 8 of Wands, I'm glad that card is upright, because that's saying things are moving forward in the right direction, and you are managing a lot of different things. They're keeping it flying through the air in the right direction. So that is really good. That's a great card. The Queen of Wands reversed and the 2 of Wands reversed is suggesting to me that it may be a day when you maybe have had so much on your mind, or you've been so busy, or there's some few goals that you just keep juggling, that in fact it's made it a little difficult sometimes to understand who you are and to get excited about exploring your options, as if something good is going to come out of them. You know, it's maybe you've been busy enough in thoughts or in actions that it just, you get a little disconnected from yourself, and that's why these two are reversed. That's why these two are reversed. They're not negated. This is still you, and you still have options to explore. And Spirit still wants you to take on the attitude of the world explorer, maybe even get a little excited about a goal. So I think that what is needed is for you to kind of get your mojo back. You know what I mean? And whether that's through rest or whether that's through just doing something really good for yourself. I feel like you need to value, how it is when a person has a lot of things on their mind that are not yet complete. You start to get kind of down on yourself. You forget this is who you are. And you forget that you have options to explore and good things can be coming in the future. I think this is saying connect with yourself today so that you can, just get that self-knowledge and that hopefulness back. And whether that's because you need to rest, whether that's because you need to give yourself some credit, and be self-loving today and good to yourself. Yeah. Maybe you need to take a day pursuing a goal that's more fun, that gives you more life, and not always just about getting things done or figuring things out. So I like that reading. For those of you who chose this rose-colored pebble, we have the Page of Cups reversed, we have the Knight of Cups, and we have the Ace of Swords reversed. All right, interesting day because there's a bunch of reversals in here that I did not intend, but that's okay. That makes it kind of interesting. So the Knight of Cups. Now, the Knight of Cups is a great card. It's a great card. It means you're making a good impression. It means you're creating the impression that you want. It means you have enough self-control and you're reading others' emotions, you're using your intuition, and you're making a good showing. I think the Page of Cups reversed means, in combination with this card, means that you're doing this in a more mature way today. You're not, the Page of Cups just sort of is a little bit impulsive and sometimes is led by his emotion, right? Now, the Knight of Cups, you know what? He makes his emotion and his understanding of emotion work for him. Because he knows we are all emotional beings. And he knows how to read other people. So I think that's really sort of, if you've been having a lot of emotion lately, this might be a day where you turn the tables on that and use it for your own benefit. It's, one thing, when we go through times that are kind of emotional for us, guess what? We get better at reading other people because we understand a little more of what a whole different group of people are going through because we've gone through it, So it really does expand our ability to read others, understand others, empathize with others. So I think this is saying that this is a day when you're not so much feeling run over by emotions or led by emotions. You're feeling really in charge of them and really enriched by them. So the Ace of Swords reverse suggests to me that for some, yeah, I don't know. This is saying to me there's been some deep emotions happening here. And the Ace of Swords is a heavenly message. Yes, that's what it is. It's a heavenly message. It's an opportunity for clarity and truth and help in planning. And boy, your intellect to be on fire and focused. It's an opportunity for that. It's reversed, I think, because you're still coming out of, I don't know if it was just a day or two or what, because this isn't major arcana. It might not have been a big deal for some of you, but you may be coming out of a time when emotion was sort of dominant, and you're now using the planning. You're in the process of getting this upright, and sometimes it's hard for us to get clarity because our emotions are so loud. We feel this, so it must be this way. Or we feel afraid, so there must be something to worry about. Or we feel dread. That's a common one. So there must be something going to happen. You know, a lot of times that is absolutely not true. And that's not, you know, when we listen to the emotion, purely the emotion, that's never going to bring us clarity and truth, you know? So I think this is saying you are coming out of, maybe it was a day, maybe it was a couple days, maybe more, but you're coming out of that to really make it work for you, and you've learned some things through something emotional you've been through. And guess what? Now you're going to be getting clarity. Yes. So you've overcome whatever situation it was that was making you kind of emotional. This is an overcoming, those cards are indicating, and you're right in the middle of the overcoming. Okay, so for those of you who chose this stone, these are really interesting. You know, they're not shiny and pretty, but they're really interesting. Let's see. We have the Page of Coins, we've got the High Priestess, and we have the Justice card reversed. All right. Well, the High Priestess and the Justice card are your major arcana. I am thinking this means there's something that's not equal, that's not even. There's a situation that maybe you feel like it's not quite fair. Not to say it won't be, but right now, not yet. This can be a legal situation for some of you, but it can also simply be, you know, about the laws of fairness. Yeah, and it can also, for some of you, be just balancing out the load. You know, sometimes people are taking on too much on themselves, and other people who could be helping are not, you know, that kind of thing. So there's something that's imbalanced right now. But the High Priestess is leading you to begin something new that I think is going to be the remedy for that. Because the Page of Coins is all about... you've taken on a new avenue toward making money or avenue toward increasing your health. You've taken a new one on. You've already taken it. You've begun it. And maybe you've already made a decision and you're starting to plan how that's going to go. So I think High Priestess is guiding you in how to do that to even out and balance out the scales somehow. I think that's what's going on here. So when you're listening to your gut and you're just knowing that this is the right thing, see, the Page of Coins can be a cool opportunity. It's like already the Ace of Coins was there, you know, the hand holding the coin out. The Page of Coins picked it up, can turn into something big. So I think that's what this is about. Balance is coming. Balance and more fairness is coming. Not here yet. But you are being led by that intuition, that deep intuition. And you might not even be able to put words on it, why you feel like this is a good idea. But it may really turn into something big. All right. Well, I thank you so very much. I hope you have a wonderful day. And thank you for viewing. I love my viewers. Thank you all. Bye-bye.